here we are on our trip, Ocean City, Maryland. Yeah.
Vacation. A word that for many represents a chance to escape the daily grind. And I'm not talking about the levels in a video game. I'm talking about work. We all have a special place that comes to mind when we think of vacation, and this is mine. Ocean City, Maryland. So, why Ocean City, Maryland? Maybe it's because I've been going there since I was little, staying in Bradley-on-the-Bay condos with my parents and my sister and brother-in-law. I've built many fond memories that go way back into the early 90s, like my first roller coaster ride. Heck, my first laser tag was on the boardwalk in a place called Quasar. We even rented a beach wheelchair and took my mother all the way out into the ocean. I remember roughhousing with my brother-in-law and feeling terrible because we broke a lamp. I remember falling off a jet ski and freaking out like a maniac to get back on in fear of the sharks. I remember a bayside hangout called Shantytown that used to exist. A place that my brother-in-law, he renamed it, well, let's just call it Poopy Town to keep things clean, but you get the idea. Anyways, my point is, memories are definitely a big influence. But that's not the only reason I love this place. Ocean City, Maryland is literally bursting at the seams with places to shop, eat, and party. Although I'm not a fan, the T-shirt factory and your typical fare of boardwalk shops abound. My favorite shop would have to be the Kite Loft. You can't miss the shop with the tons of kites at Flight. Just look at these amazing, What? Is that what I think it... what kind of kite? I can't believe that... Okay. Anyways, they have so much to look at, and it's not the same stuff that you usually see. I love the neat hand puppets. And these old boardwalk pieces with pictures on them. They're actual used boardwalk pieces that are recycled, and they put pictures on them of actual scenes from Ocean City, Maryland. And there's always the famous Ocean Gallery. God, those guys are crazy. When it comes to food, the sky is the limit, but then, of course, so is the price. Eating out can be amazing, but expensive. Regardless, I've found some foods and places that are absolute must-dos. Have a filled pretzel wrap at the Wrapper, cheeseburger, cheesesteak, or even crab-filled pretzels that are amazing. Or a freshly made donut, hand-dipped and hot from the Fractured Prune. You absolutely have to have a pizza from the Dough Roller. Now, I'm not going to get into a battle over French fries because although I love Thrasher's French fries, they are an acquired taste. If you have the money, Phillips is the best seafood buffet in town, but it will put a big dent in your wallet. Buffets are everywhere in Ocean City, Maryland, especially in season. The last place I want to mention, I always visit on my final day. It's a place called the Bayside Skillet, and they have the best crepes I've ever had. And don't get me started on the potatoes terra. When it comes to fun and partying, I have to go with the nerdy side of things first. The arcades are not the same as they used to be. Many of the games are those quarter-sliding ticket games, and the crane-type games which, well, frankly I despise. But there are a fair amount of other games available, more than I've seen at some of the other boardwalks. Sadly, I could only find one Dance Dance Revolution machine, and the Pump It Up dance machine that I prefer is gone. The number one place to party, drink, and listen to live music and DJs would have to be Secrets. I just can't say I go there often because it's not as much fun without friends to party with. Now, I did something this trip that I've never done before because, well, I thought it would be lame. I went on the Assateague Adventure tour boat that takes you to Assateague Island an island most known for its wild horses. Surprisingly, we did see wild horses and even found a wild horseshoe crab. Amazingly, what I thought was going to be a lame and boring trip turned out to be an experience I wouldn't trade for anything. And that's the point. There's always something new to try, just around the corner. That's the kind of place Ocean City, Maryland is. What's that? What's that? What's that sound? I've had enough. What's that?